Quick recap. Last time, we completed everything in Orzammar. We chose a king, we picked Haremont, we explored the deep roads and found some crazy stuff down there. Bronco went crazy, there were some zombies, bunch of darkspawn. We learned about the brood mother, and if you don't know what a brood mother is and you'd like to, because it's super weird, you should go back and watch that episode because what the heck? We have Ogren with us in our party now. But for today, I think that we need to go find those ashes for our Eamon. I think that he's been sick for long enough, and we definitely need him alive. So I think that we should go check out Haven and see what's going on, and hopefully get the ashes and help him recover. Village of Haven.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
I would like to explore Haven.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
Well, is there a Brother Genetivi here?
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Revered father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Alright, thanks.
You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
They are hiding something. 'Tis obvious, is it not?
We can go in here. Not exactly your, everyday decor. Haven't seen that many altars in Ferelden. This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains running over the sides in dark rivulets. Great.
I was not expecting to find something so unsettling.
Used for food preparation, perhaps?
Does meat bleed that much?
I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
That is human blood.
Great. How do you know?
I just do. I also know that no one can lose that much blood and live.
Fantastic. What's back here? What you doing back here? The armor and clothing left on this dismembered man indicate that he was from Redcliffe, one of Arl Eamon's knights. Oh, that's not good. What is this? Chantry.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her...
Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
You killed the Knights of Redcliffe. I saw the bodies.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways.
What are your ways?
You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
What about Brother Genetivi? What have you done to him?
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Cultist medallion, a very large bronze disc bearing the symbol of Andraste. Can you open this? Ooh. Brother Genetivi.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
No? Are you alright?
What do you think? Weeks of scant food and water, the torture. Oh, I've never felt better.
Can I do anything for you?
The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
Morgan, can you do anything?
The leg is wounded, but that will heal in time. The
She's
foot
so pretty.
may have to come off.
I thought you might say that. But if the foot goes, it goes. There are more important things than an old man's feet. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked. But I know what the key is. Irik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
This medallion?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way.
Looks different opened up like that.
Now, where does this go?
Ooh, super cold.
Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
You need to stay alert.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
You want to stay here? Is it safe?
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the Urn.
Ooh. Those are what was in the deep roads. Forget what they're called. But that has a lot of heads. I don't remember them having that many heads. Who's that? Fulcrum. Who are you people?
Stop! You will go no further!
Who are you?
You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Tell me your name and I'll tell you I'm here.
I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great.
Children? You mean the dragons? Is Andraste a dragon?
She is so much more! She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
Do you think she's a dragon? What has happened to the ashes?
They are still within this temple, but why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory? But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions.
Oh yeah? Why do you suddenly want to cooperate with me?
It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
Just say what you have to say.
Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past, and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on, as long as they exist.
I could just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. I do not like this.
The task is simple. I give you a vial of the holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life!
I don't know if I like the idea of us helping this Colgrim.
Me either.
Once that is done, you will have earned your place as our honored sister.
Cannot befoul the most holy relic in Thedas.
The rewards will be great. You will share in Andraste's power, and be blessed as one of her own.
I can't do this.
Then we cannot allow you to leave
Okay,
here.
bye,
To
Colgrim.
arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
This guy got a problem.
And so I shall.
Fulgrim, Pilgrim's horn. This horn, emblazoned with a modified chantry symbol, belonged to Father Colgrim of Haven when he wished to commune with the High Dragon. What does that mean? When he wished to commune with the High Dragon that he believed to be Andraste reborn, this horn would sound out from the mountain top. What did he do to this dragon? What did this man do? I feel uncomfortable. Dragon! Hello, dragon. She's so tired.
They say music soothes the savage beast, but I'm not going to test that theory.
It's just Eepy. Should we do it? Let's summon the dragon? I mean, she's right there. Hi, girl. Hey, girly. Oh. Was this a bad idea? That was crazy. Let's go see what the gauntlet is.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Who are the men that have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
So the dragon was not Andraste.
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power. They have forgotten that Andraste was just a messenger. They speak no more of the Maker, only of their false Andraste, and even greater sin.
I would like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself.
What is the gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares. Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past, your suffering, and the suffering of others. By the time you reached Shiane, she was broken, brutalized, You were too late. Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Shiani?
No, Vaughn is the villain, not me.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Leave him alone.
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
Oh no.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Why were you just so mean to my friends? Don't doubt yourselves. What happened has happened. General Mafarath, you're bad.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
That was her husband, right? That betrayed her and killed her. We did it! Shiani.
Hey.
Shiani?
Who else? It's good to see you, I suppose. Life out there's been good to you, hasn't it? You're respected even among humans. Do you remember us? Where you came from? And what some of us still face every day?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You don't even feel much anymore when you remember it, do you? You've moved on, past the horror of that night. I envy you. You've gone on to other things, things I can only dream of. You have a great task to complete. I want you to take this. I think you should have it. Seeing you now gives me hope. For all of us.
What the heck? What'd you give me? Reflection. 15% healing effect. Received. Nice. Andraste left her disciples as she loved the Maker. As we have faith in the Maker, so must we have faith in our friends.
Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you?
They're definitely traps, friend. Let's go. Alistair, I'm gonna take you.
I'm terrible at puzzles.
I'm gonna take you over here.
Oh, look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Okay. And then Liliana.
All is well?
I'm gonna take you over here.
These are like stepping stones, aren't they? We have to take them one at a time to get across.
Nice. And then I cross.
Maker's breath. Andraste only favored the clever, it seems. By
Fire.
the Maker. It's the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Up there?
That's it. That's really it.
Altar. This altar is little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. We're all naked. Okay. Yes, we gotta walk through fire. Alistair has a necklace. So does Liliana. Do I? I do. So does Wynn. We all do. Okay, let's go.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim.
Thanks.
Approach the sacred ashes.
Okay, can I have my clothes back? Oh, I can. Cool. Come on, friends. Oh. I'll check that later.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch of the ashes. You take a pinch of the ashes and place it in a leather pouch. Oh, the music was so pretty. And now we leave the urn alone. Brother Jin TV, are you alive? Please be alive. Oh, thank God.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
I did. Here's the ashes.
Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
It was grueling. There were tests.
Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
That is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
That's what I'm saying.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Oh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
Exactly.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
If something bad comes of this, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Okay, Jenna TV. Interesting how you can walk all the way back to Denerim now with your broken leg. Eamon, we can save you now. And Tegan.
You return. Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Let's go. Alive.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
You don't want to know everything, friend.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Sure. If you'd like, I won't object.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
I don't use shields. Thank you.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing we do then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what he's done...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
Jowan.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
He has cooperated willingly, though he has little choice.
You damn him with faint praise, I see. Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Bye,
Thank you,
Jowan.
my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
You mean Alistair does not want to be king.